Katie, like, what are you doing, bruv? Like, what are you doing? Like, what is going on? Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today you guys, we are talking about Married at First Sight season 10 reunion. Okay, I cannot wait to get started, so let's jump right into it. Makeup is already done, so we don't waste time. All right, so let us get started with Derek and Katie. Are we surprised? Are you surprised? Because I'm not. In my previous review, I did say in the decision day review, I think I specifically said that she was hesitant. Like, I could tell that she was hesitant to say yes, but she still did say yes. I was happy that she said yes because Derek is a good guy, but I guess it wasn't enough for her. I hate the fact that she went out on her marriage. She didn't really care that she messed up, and this was the same ex that wanted to get back with her in the very first episode, I believe, or the second episode right before her wedding day. This person wanted to get back with her, specifically told her to not get married, of which she, you know, didn't listen to him, and she went ahead to still get married and give it a chance with Derek. It didn't work out for her, and to be honest with you, myself, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are very happy for Derek to just get out of that. It just looked like he was engulfed into her and just trying to satisfy her and trying to make her feel better and trying to understand where she was coming from and trying to, like, he was just trying to do a lot, and it's not a bad thing, but it wasn't reciprocated. I cannot pinpoint one thing that Katie did for Derek throughout this whole season. Derek is such a good guy. Why do you have to mess it up? You know, sometimes, y'all, I be thinking that, I know, I get it. Everybody's accountable and responsible for their actions, but sometimes we use our own hands to mess up guys. Like, if Derek ends up being this don't care guy, I don't care guy, nonchalant guy, it's literally gonna be because of us. We are the reason, okay? Like, why do we do this to each other so much? This is so sad to me. Like, I felt like he was definitely one of the good ones in this season. It wasn't that many of them, to be honest. They are separated and on their way to being divorced, and I think he has more peace, to be honest, about it. Let's move on to Jessica and Austin. We are very happy. We already know that they're together, and we're very happy they're together. And you know, Austin did something nice or whatever, and we proposed to her. Not really, but you know, said that he was committed and gave her a commitment ring, and I'm very happy. Obviously, he really loves her, and they love each other, and just like I said, they were gonna make it work with his work schedule, and I'm glad that that's happening. I think that they will last, and they should just continue on in the path that they're going. They were the least dramatic, so there's nothing to talk about. Okay, let's talk about Taylor and Brandon. This whole thing was like a shocker to me. I really thought that I don't know what I thought. I don't know if I thought that they would stay together, if they would get back together. I just didn't think it was gonna escalate. Like, I feel like things went from 0 to 1,000 really quickly. Like, you guys are in jail. What? You're in jail. You both have restraining orders against each other. That is crazy. Like, what could have possibly happened? What could have been the cause of this craziness between you guys? Baffling. It seems like Taylor has moved on. Looks like Taylor is dating somebody new. One thing I did want to say was that I noticed that a lot of people they're wearing on Brandon's side, but they're also wearing on Taylor's side. I wish she didn't make a video, but I don't know what else she could have done too. Like, I guess she could have put in some effort. I would say this, it did seem like she was lying. I'm not going to lie. I think that she hesitated a lot when she was saying her side of the story, and I think she did more than she says that she did, and I think that's why, yeah, I think that's why Michael just wanted to, like, was getting frustrated. I do think that a lot more happened than she is saying. So this is the story that Taylor gave. Okay, Taylor said that she and her new friend, okay, she and her friend were, I don't know if they were bar hopping, but they were out or whatever, and they ended up checking out a particular bar. Now, this bar is Brandon's ex job. Okay, Brandon used to work there. He no longer works there, but he did used to work there. She knew that. She was well aware of that. She didn't know though that Brandon was at this bar. So eventually she and her friend were, you know, they were having fun or whatever, and I think they went to get something to drink, and long story short, they ended up finding, from her story, she said she turned around and she saw Brandon talking to her new friend, and she told her new friend, hey, let's just go, because, like, let's just go. He was following them, and he was, like, just basically just trying to start trouble, and at some point she went to talk to him, and I don't even know. I think the rest of the story was foggy to me. She went to talk to him to see if they can just like be on a level headed. So I guess she told the friend to like wait up or something while she goes and talks to Brandon. She talked to Brandon, and while that was happening, the police was called, and they both went to jail. Long story short, they both went to jail that night. They I think they spent, well, I know she said that she spent the day there, and or almost a day, something like that. And right after that, she went to file for a restraining order against Brandon. 3 days later, Brandon did file for a restraining order against them, for them to be a couple of, I guess, like a number of feet or distance away from each other, as well as they cannot communicate with each other, and they cannot contact each other through a third party. So they basically cannot talk at all. When the host asked Michael, who is Brandon's close friend, right, what, like, is the story accurate, like what's going on, can you defend Brandon, what's the story from Brandon's perspective, Michael felt very uncomfortable, and was basically, he felt very uncomfortable, and he didn't, you can tell he didn't want to be placed in that situation to talk about Brandon and Taylor. When confronted about it, as far as like what is your take, what do you see, he did make it very clear that Brandon's side of the story is completely different from Taylor's side of the story, and that well, I don't know if it's completely different, but there's more to the story than what she's saying, or what she's saying is a lie, something along those lines. Taylor asked Michael to explain specifically what part is she lying about, or what part isn't she being honest about, or telling the total truth about. Michael wasn't giving any specific answer, and from there you could tell he was really frustrated at this point, and he stepped out. The host went with him to the room, only to, like, I guess, talk to Michael and be like, yo, like, what is going on? Michael decided to proceeded to say that this is not okay, like we're black people, this man is black, and the way that he's being portrayed on national television is whack, like, for a black man. By the way, the host is Kevin Frazier. Kevin proceeded to talk to Michael as far as, like, you know, black man to black man, have a conversation, and was basically clear that Brandon's actions on the show was pretty whack. Michael, which I do agree with him on this one part, he did say, I don't feel comfortable defending him, he's not here, so I'm not gonna talk about another grown man's relationship with his wife. I'm not gonna do that, and I'm not gonna talk about what happened that night because he's not here. And I agree with that, because obviously, like Meka said, he's not trying to like jeopardize his relationship with his friend, and he also doesn't want to look like a horrible person either on national television, especially more than he already looks. So he wanted to stay away from the situation, and Kevin respectfully let him stay away from the situation, is that he's not going to ask him that question again regarding Brandon. Let us talk about Meka and Michael. I actually thought that they were gonna try to make it work. I don't know why in my head I thought Michael would be a completely different person outside of the cameras, or like maybe, you know, he got a revelation through the season, but I don't know. Okay. One thing she said was like she didn't know how much she took in the marriage until she watched back the season. She's very strong as far as willing to stay in the marriage with a dishonest person. He apologized again for his actions towards Meka, and Meka did take his apology, and Meka also apologized for not being as soft and I suppose compassionate as she could have been. I don't even think they're communicating. I don't think they're real friends. I don't even think they're friends at all. Let's talk about Mindy and Zach. Mindy, girl, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that you decided to leave. Their relationship has been downhill from the very beginning, and we knew that. I think that I was happy that the host did make it very clear to Zach that he was never a husband. Okay, you made it to the wedding day. That was the only thing you did that was good. Everything else, every other day, you were just like a man. You were a regular individual. You were not a husband. Okay, you were not in a marriage. You got married, but you were not in a marriage. Okay, Mindy was practically in a marriage by herself, and so therefore you were not a husband. You never ever tried to be a husband. And I can't with Zach, like, you still talk to this girl? How dare you? And you want to be lying? Like, if you're gonna just you're already the villain of the season, okay? We already just don't really mess with you. Like, you're not the person that we really mess with, to be honest. We'll mess with Brandon before we mess with you, period, okay? You're still lying about the fact that you communicate with this girl. Like, at this point, we already know that you're pretty, like, we know that you weren't married. I mean, you were married on paper, but you weren't married. So I don't even think Mindy is like shocked anymore, to be honest. I don't think she's shocked. I don't think she's surprised. I think that it hurt her. Obviously that was one of her close friends, but I think that she's moved on with her life. He tried to lie a couple of times in there, and Mindy did make it very clear, like, no, you told me you text her, oh no, you said you accidentally text her. Like, so I was happy they were able to bring her best friend on camera to talk about it, and the best friend basically said what everybody else was thinking. I do think the part that bothered me was when she literally made the statement and said that this other girl is not, like, she doesn't feel bad, she has no remorse for it. She mostly is proud of herself because she was able to take something away from Mindy, and I was just like, oh god, like, please watch over my friends, like, let my friends be my friends for real, because can you imagine, like, did y'all see the shady thing he tried to pull? He texts Katie talking about something, let's go eat. What are we drinking for? Apparently, I don't even think Zach told Mindy. I think it was Katie that sent the message to Mindy because she felt bad for going out to drinks with Mindy's ex-husband. That brings me to the very end of the reunion. It was very interesting and entertaining and mind-boggling and upsetting, and we were happy. I think our happy moment was the sisterhood and also the relationship between Austin and Jessica. I think that was probably our happy moment. Yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below what parts you guys agree with me on and what parts do you disagree with me on. It's okay. It's a friendly conversation. I'm not gonna be upset at all. Let me know down below what shows you guys are currently watching and which ones you want me to review. Let me know. Don't tell me 90 Day Fiancé because I'm not watching it. But other than that, let me know down below. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. But anyways, let me know if you guys watch Grey's Anatomy and you guys want me to comment on it, because y'all already know, like, that's big. Okay, that's another one I've been watching from season 1, and I will watch it over and over again if I need to. But I don't have the emotional capability to be watching, like, Grey's Anatomy from the beginning any longer. Like, the one that I'm in now, if y'all are watching this current season of Grey's Anatomy, y'all already know. You already know the feelings that I'm sure that you already know the feelings I'm feeling right now. So I can't imagine watching it from the beginning again, like from season 1. But Grey's Anatomy is a great show to watch, and I know plenty of people who are using their quarantine time to watch Grey's Anatomy. So if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. You would go through a lot of roller coasters emotionally, but you will come out on top. Okay, you won't die. Like, but you will be alright, okay? But anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what more you guys would want me to review down below, and yeah, feel free to like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And also don't forget to be kind to yourself and kind to others around you, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Stay safe. Bye.